Regardless of how prepared you are for a job interview, nerves can still threaten to disrupt your performance. Even the most prepared candidates can be affected by interview jitters. To combat these nerves, several methods can be employed. One such method is visualization, a technique utilized by elite athletes to prepare for high-pressure situations. By picturing yourself confidently answering interview questions, imagining the interviewer smiling and nodding in approval, and visualizing yourself walking into the building and being greeted by friendly future coworkers, you can effectively prepare yourself for a successful interview. Your mind responds well when you create a clear mental picture of what you wish to achieve. Another approach is to think of your biggest fear related to the interview. Whether it's forgetting the interviewer's name or something as ridiculous as splitting your pants. The moment you sit down, consider the worst-case scenario if that fear were to come true. And then think about what you would do to overcome the situation. For example, if your fear is being late for the interview, the worst-case scenario could be the interviewer refusing to see you. To overcome this, you can map your route the day before. Give yourself extra time for hiccups such as traffic jams, and have the interviewer's contact information on hand to make a quick call if you might be late. Reminding yourself that the interview is not a life or death situation will also help you shake off your nerves, ensuring you're more present in your interview. The STOP method, connected to cognitive behavioral psychology and used in mindfulness practices, is an acronym for Stop What You're Doing. Take a breath, observe how you feel, and proceed. If you feel nerves coming on during the interview, you can stop your speech. Take a breath before responding. Observe how you feel and acknowledge those feelings, and proceed with your response as is or pivot. Nerves often stem from negative stories we tell ourselves, such as imagining ourselves messing up or being unlikable, which cognitive behavioral therapists refer to as thought traps. However, these thought traps don't have to become your reality, and by changing the story you tell yourself, you can boost your confidence and keep nerves at bay. Using a mantra, a short phrase repeated to yourself for assurance, can be therapeutic and useful. Start with an I am statement, such as I am going to nail this job interview, I am prepared and will impress the hiring manager, or I am confident and at peace at this moment. Repeating a mantra can change the default mode in your brain, where your thoughts go when you're at rest. And by retraining your default mode, you can develop more control over your nerves. Pressure is a significant cause of job interview nerves, usually stemming from internal expectations. Before the interview, take stock of your expectations and the stress you're creating internally. Assess what you want to gain from the interview, and set realistic expectations for yourself and the hiring company. Focus on reasonable expectations, such as the interviewer will ask questions that allow you to shine. The interviewer will be polite and you'll feel comfortable. And you might be a bit nervous, but you will do your best reducing inner pressure by setting realistic expectations can help your job interview performance skyrocket. The fear of rejection is also a foundation of many job nerves. Nobody likes rejection. And the rejection that might come after a job interview is especially hard because it feels somewhat public and highly personal. However, normalizing rejection can help. Rejection isn't a bad thing. And rejection doesn't mean you aren't good enough. By seeing rejection as a reality that happens to everyone, you stop attaching it to your personal or professional value. Normalizing rejection makes it much easier to dust yourself off and approach your next interview with more confidence. When you walk into a job interview with a mentality that you are there to have a conversation and determine if the role is a good fit, you can put your nerves to rest knowing that chosen or not, you'll get the answer that's right for you.